Hey everybody, this is Everett from Cincinnati. It's a beautiful hot summer night. Let me jump right in. And I just want to say, dang it, I wish I'd been in North Carolina at that Trump rally. Because I would have loved to jump in on that chant, send her back. You know why? Because it's based on not anything race. It's based on an ideal that the great Dr. Martin Luther King espoused, and that was judging someone on the content of their character, not on the color of your skin. I'm a man of color. I'm white. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm actually proud of it. If I was brown, I'd be proud of that. If I was black, I'd be proud of that. I'm proud of where I came from, as I should be, and as anybody watching this should be. This has nothing to do with race. Racism in America today, the definition of it is anybody that disagrees with the liberal viewpoint is racist. Well, we're not afraid of the bully left. Bully left, your days are over. You don't have the lock on the media. You don't have the lock on the mindsets of America that you think. And so I want to just comment real briefly. I'm going to use some really high-tech, really great technology video clips because I want to talk about these 4 horsewomen of the apocalypse. I don't have anything new, but I'm going to give my viewpoint. I'm going to start with this Rashida Tlaib.
People love you, and you win. And when your son looks at you and says, Mama, look, you won, bullies don't win. And I said, baby, they don't, because we're going to go in there, we're going to impeach.
Absolutely disgusting speech. You got elected to Congress, and that's the way you talk, and that's the way you act. I don't care if it wasn't on the floor of the Congress. That's in a public place. You ought to be ashamed. You're not an example. You are an embarrassment. When you hang out with this Sarsour lady that wants to advocate Sharia law, when you want to show your open hatred for the Jewish people, your anti-Semitic garbage, you know what? There's nothing in a tweet that could be said that would be strong enough to describe how disgusting you are.
The world is going to end in 12 years if we don't address climate change. And your biggest issue is how are we going to pay for it?
How many years until the world ends again? We have 12 years left to cut emissions by at least 50%, if not more.
Hi, Alex. Hi there, Alex Cortez. Guess what? You're a moron. You're an absolute moron. Your Green New Deal, how many people voted for that? Oh, none. Guess what? All the buildings that you want torn down, all the planes that you want destroyed, the elimination of the automobile, I got news for you. In 12 years, the building that you live in is still going to be standing. 98% of all the buildings in America right now, 12 years from now, they're still going to be standing. Apart from normal wear and tear, they're still going to have the same HVAC system. People are going to be driving cars. Some of them might be self-driving, but I tell you what, some of them are going to have even more horsepower than they do right now. You are such a liar when you say that we tell women on the that have been captured because they tried to come into our country illegally and they have to drink out of a toilet. I'm not. That's just stupid. You're such a liar.
Because we don't need any more brown faces that don't want to be a brown voice. We don't need black faces that don't want to be a black voice. We don't need Muslims that don't want to be a Muslim voice. We don't need queers that don't want to be a queer voice.
Okay, so that's Ayanna Pressley. She's no class. She's disgusting, and she's racist. Okay, when she talks about the occupant of the White House, well, it's disrespectful to the office of the presidency. It's disrespectful to the president, and it's disrespectful to the American people that voted him into office. Very concerning with this racist stuff. Basically, her message to black Americans is, hey, if you're black, when we want your opinion, we'll tell you what it is, and we'll tell you what to say. If you're brown, we'll tell you what your opinion is. We'll tell you what to say. I got news for you, Ayanna. Black folk think for themselves, and they can speak for themselves. They don't need you to be the arbiter of their speech and of their thought patterns. You do not have a lock on what people think and believe. And there are black conservatives, there are brown conservatives and Trump supporters. And guess what? That number is growing daily. And one of the most shocking things, because she goes on to say, talk about queer, okay? I'm a white, male, Christian conservative, okay? And I don't agree with the gay lifestyle, but they don't have to agree with me. But you know what? When conservatives encounter somebody that may see things a little different than they do, we are civil and we are polite. I love the fact that the walkaway movement was founded and is led by a gay conservative, because that's a category of people that you don't want to even admit exist. Well, they do exist. And the numbers of the people that you want to claim that you have a mindset lock on, that number's getting smaller, and the conservative number is growing. Presley, you are disgusting and you are racist. You know what? People are leaving your plantation. People aren't, they're not afraid of you. We're not afraid of the bully left. Then we come to Ilhan Omar. My gut tells me there's something very evil and sinister about that lady, but I can't document that. Let's just look at what she said.
CARE was founded after 9/11 because they recognized that some people did something.
When I was in college, I took a terrorism class. Every time the professor said Al-Qaeda, he sort of like his shoulders went up, and
he's in command. Yeah.
Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah. You don't say America with an intensity. You don't say England with an intensity.
Let's just look at what she said. Some people did something. That's the way you talk about the tragedy that took 3,000 American lives of all colors, all creeds, all walks of life. That's disgusting. Your viewpoints, your public behavior is disgusting. You want to talk about how they say Al-Qaeda. Why don't they say, you know why we don't say America and England? It's because America, England, our allies, they're the greatest countries in the world. Number one being the U.S., of course. You don't get that. It is something very un-American for you, the way that you speak. Your open hatred of Israel, that's not American. And you know what? You are the most ungrateful individual in public life on the planet today. You were a refugee from Somalia, and the loving kindness and benevolence of this country rescued from that, gave you a shot at a life that you would have had nowhere else in the world. And we even allowed you to be elected to Congress. And this is the way you show your gratitude. I'm going to quote the great Merle Haggard: if you don't love it, leave it. And don't let the door hit you on the ass in the way. One more thing. Why, in the meantime, why don't you take one of those mini tablecloths that you wrap around your head? Why don't you shove it in your pie hole and shut up? If you don't love it, leave it. Let this song that I'm singing be a warning. Folks, in North Carolina, you live in a wonderful state, and you are wonderful people. I wish I'd have been there. I wish I could have joined in the Send Her Back chant. And, you know, people don't realize, send her back, it's a chant. It's a chant. Nobody's advocating go arrest her and chain her up and forcefully remove her. It's a sentiment, but it's a chant. It's not a doctoral thesis. You thin-skinned, liberal, wimpy crybabies. North Carolina is largely a Christian state. North Carolina is not a late-term kill the infant 1 week before it's born, 5 minutes before the infant's born, or let the infant be born and then keep it comfortable while you decide if you want to kill it or not. North Carolina is a good state and full of lots of God-fearing, America-loving patriots. I wish I could have been there. It looked like so much fun. Should Donald Trump have used the language in the tweet? I don't know. Maybe he should have been like me and been more careful with his words. You know what? If he was, he wouldn't have been elected president. Mr. President, you got my vote. And I'm going to tell you something. You're going to win 2020, and you're going to win it with a greater number of black voters than anybody any Republican in the last 50 years. You're going to win it with a greater number of brown votes. You're going to win it with a greater number of gay votes, because America is about all kind of people from all walks of life, from all creeds, all colors, coming together and believing in the exceptionalism that is America. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless this great country of the United States of America.
If you don't love it, leave it.